One of the most challenging things about platformer mode is that once you exit the level, you lose all of your progress, and you start from the beginning without any of the checkpoints in the level. But the platformer saves mod, which has been gaining popularity recently, changes this by making it so that you can load up your progress when opening a platformer level. However, given that robtop has expressed that he wants to add this feature in the future, this will probably end up just being a feature in the game, perhaps in a future smaller update. So is the platformer saves mod cheating? If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. You can always undo it later. We are currently in a subscriber race with the population of Liechtenstein, a European country with 39,000 residents, and we're almost only 2,000 away, so any help is appreciated. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's get into the video. So currently, without this mod, if you want to play platformer and you want to beat a level, you have to get through all of the level, even with all the checkpoints, without exiting the level or the game. The advantage that platformer saves gives you is that you can now exit the level and go do something else. Perhaps you have something going on in real life, or maybe you need to take a break and play another level or another game, I don't know. Or maybe you're in the middle of playing How To Platformer, which is an extremely long level, and you want to be able to break it up into chunks throughout the day or throughout a week or something. Platformer saves allows you to save your progress and then boot it back up later, which gives you a huge advantage, meaning you don't have to redo all the level that you already completed, at least up to the latest checkpoint. So obviously this is a pretty huge advantage, considering that one of the hardest things about platformer is that you have to restart no matter what, meaning that once you enter the level, if you want to beat the level, you cannot exit the level. And it's also one of the things that have been keeping a lot of people from playing platformer, as it seems to be a lot less palatable to most Geometry Dash players to play the game like that, which is weird because we're all already used to starting from the beginning every attempt, but whatever. And it's also one of the things that makes platformer top play less accessible to a lot of players. So overall, I think this feature being added into the main game would be fantastic. Having platformer saves in vanilla would help boost the platformer side of the community, make platformer mode more enjoyable, and open up the possibilities for different mini games and higher level platformer top play. I mean, imagine some of the mini games within Geometry Dash building their own communities because you can save your progress. You could literally run Minecraft inside of Geometry Dash. Again, an extremely positive addition to the game, but robtop is extremely slow, so we probably won't get it for a while, but we just have the mod for now. So this has all led a lot of people to ask whether it's technically cheating or not to use this mod, and it actually ends up being more complicated than you would think. First off, there are a ton of mods to the game that aren't considered hacking or cheating. A lot of these would be, for example, mega hack features that we've had in the game for years. This would include things like start position switcher, show hitboxes on death specifically, etc, which could be a category that this mod actually fits into, or this could be a lot more like FPS bypass, or kind of where clicks between frames mod is, in the sense that it's considered cheating, but if you openly disclose that you use it, it's much less controversial. It's just not endorsed by robtop yet before he adds his own version of that feature into the vanilla game. Personally, I do think this mod modifies the game way more than CBF does. It's not really just tweaking the physics, it's adding a whole new feature, and it pretty directly affects how difficult platformer mode is to play, just in a slightly more unorthodox way. So yeah, technically I would say this mod is quote-unquote cheating, but like, how do I say this? I don't care. Like, yes, it gives a huge advantage for the users of the mod, but I don't necessarily think it's a big deal as long as you clear that you are using that mod. If it's a feature that robtop is planning on adding to the game anyways, I don't really think it's that big of a deal that some people have access to it early because they have access to Geode. As long as they're being open about the fact like, hey, I did do this big achievement, like I beat I Want to Be the Guy, for example, but I did it over the course of a week with the platformer saves mod. I don't think this is nearly as controversial or complicated as the clicks between frames mod. Right now, to me, it just seems like it differs in how you want to play the game. Like, if you're verifying a platformer level, I would highly recommend not using this mod and just waiting for robtop to add it. But if you're not in platformer top play and you're using this mod just for your own completions in like easy to medium demon or even easier levels than that are platformer mode, I honestly wouldn't care enough to really say that it's illegitimate, even though it is technically modifying the game. Again, as long as people are honest about what mods they're using, I don't really think it's too big of a deal. If it stays away from verifications until it's added into the main game, making it an official feature, the real controversy would be if robtop decided that he wasn't going to add this to the game, which in that case, if you use the mod regularly and you need to adjust back, you're kind of just cooked. So yeah, that's it for today's video, just a shorter one. If you did enjoy, please remember to like and subscribe. You'll see more content like this. If you want to see my video that's similar to this one, but talking about clicks between frames, the video is up on a card on the screen right now. Or if you want to see one of my more recent videos, that video card is also on the end screen right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.
Goodbye.